Erika, mucho gusto. Good to see you, man.
Cheers. Good to see you. Thank you. Yes. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? You know, we're at Starbucks Roastery Reserve in Chicago, and there's only 6 in the world, right? This is my second one, so I'm excited. But I just wanted to ask you really quick. Have you ever purchased real estate, or have you ever owned a house?
Yes, I do. I did it before.
Oh, where?
Well, usually I did it outside of America. I've been living in several countries like Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, Mexico, and now I moved here to America, and yes, I got my properties, but out of America.
Oh my God. How long have you lived in the States?
Right now, I've been here for 2 years and a half, almost 4, so I'm thinking about to get something here in America. I'm really interested in.
What is your biggest challenge in buying real estate in the U.S. compared to in other countries?
Usually in other countries, cities are small. You got no big cities like Chicago, New York, Miami. So I have small cities, small towns, so it's easy. And usually you need a real estate. You go directly to a person. But here in America, it's another story. You need to find someone to help you, to find a good neighborhood, to tell you all the process,
Absolutely.
help you totally with all the bond process, because it's not that easy how it looks like. Even if you try to make it by yourself, you're gonna need a real estate that.
There's definitely a lot of moving parts behind real estate. Okay, so where did you own a home before? What other country have you?
Okay, I got my family house in Venezuela. Then I moved to Ecuador. In Ecuador, it was interesting because I get my own piece of land, and I started building my house by my aunt.
Yeah.
And then in Mexico, I tried to get an apartment in Mexico City. It was a rent to own.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because in Mexico, it started to help me in a real estate and give me options like those. Rent to own. That's interesting because you're paying your rent, and at the same time, you're paying for your own house.
Okay.
And sometimes that's advice that you need from someone, like someone tell you
Options.
to give you options.
Okay,
Yeah.
so real estate has tons of options, right? There's so many different ways that you can own real estate or go about buying a house in the U.S., for example. But it takes the right agent. It takes an educated agent who genuinely cares about you and your situation and listens to what your main concerns are to be able to guide you in the right direction, right? So that's what I see like a lot of buyers or first-time home buyers struggle with, is finding someone who actually listens to them and actually can match them. So you're basically playing matchmaker, right?
You know something? Someone that be patient with you.
Patience is
help
huge,
you
yeah.
in all the process.
Oh my God, patience is huge because I mean, there's times where I'm buying something or I'm in the process of buying something and I'm not patient. I lose my patience. But you have to have someone that's patient for sure. Absolutely.
That's correct. Usually for American, for you, it's really easy because you know a little bit the process.
Yeah.
But when you don't know the process, you need a person.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming. Real estate in general, whether you're a first-time home buyer, second time, or you're buying your retirement home, it is one of the, if you think about it, it's one of the biggest financial decisions that anyone is going to ever make. You're trusting me. You're coming to me, Leo, and saying, Erica, I want to buy a house. Okay, you could be giving me literally your life savings. Something you worked 20, 30, 40 years for. You're saying, Erica, you need to help me buy a house. I've worked 40 years to buy this house, and I need to be guided. I need to be given the correct information, and I need to be given, I need to be given direction. You're trusting in me to help you with your biggest financial decision ever, right? And not only that, but it's a very emotional decision. So a lot of emotions being involved. It's either based off, you're going through a divorce, you're getting married, your family is growing.
It's going to be important for the future. It's a really important.
Exactly. Es muy importante. Es una decisión súper grande y importante para especialmente alguien que, someone who is coming into, like you just moved into the US. You don't know a lot about the legalities about real estate.
And you know something that's complicated for example, for me to, when I'm talking with a real estate, is get someone to get involved with you, help you in one by one, all the steps. Because yes, I got a bunch of questions. I'm not from here. And when you find that person to help you, the person is gonna be with you no one time. It's gonna be maybe 20, 30 years to you get done paying off your house. So that's why the person need to be involved, need to be with you all the time from the beginning till the end.
You mentioned, that person is going to be with you 20, 30 years from now. That made me think, did you know, and this is a stat, this is fact, these are facts, is the average homeowner buys 4 to 5, maybe even 6 houses throughout their life. So when you come to me as a first-time home buyer, you're coming to me and you're saying, Erica, I am ready to buy my first house. Okay. Congratulations, let's get you a house. I'm gonna see you, and that's if I deliver the customer service that you're wanting. I deliver, I exceed your expectations. Of course, you're always gonna come back to me, but I'm gonna see you. If I don't see you during, I'm gonna see you at least 4 to 5 times, because you're gonna buy 4 or 5 houses within your lifetime.
Correct.
I have first-time home buyers saying, oh, well, I'm here to find my forever home. No, that's not happening. I'm going to see you in maybe 2 to 5 years.
And you know something interesting? Not many persons notice, but I noticed because literally I'm not from here, that you moved many times in America. I'm going to tell you a little about my story. I started here in Tennessee, then I moved to Florida, now I moved to Texas, and really I'm wondering right now moving to Arizona because the prices are so affordable and they're pretty nice. So it's important because you could be starting a place in America, but you never know when you're going to be finished. So that's
I mean, I think as compared to other countries, we're very fast-paced, and you have tons of options, and you go where you can afford to live. And to me, the importance is quality of life. You can make your dollar go a lot further. In Arizona, obviously, you're going to make your dollar go a lot further compared to California or Florida or New York. Because you can buy more for less, or you can buy multiple for less. And quality of life, your family, you're growing a family, things like that. So I think that's important too, and something to take into consideration. But so much for allowing me to talk to you. I am in Chicago for the first time ever, enjoying the beautiful sights, and it's so cool. Although a little chilly for me because I'm an Arizona desert girl, but absolutely love the town, and it's awesome. I am going to sightsee, and I am going to enjoy every bit of Chicago and take in all of the beautiful architecture and all of the sightseeing and all of the great attractions here. Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well.
Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers.